Every game has things players love to hate.
The mix! Why the f are they a f***ing thing, dude?
Sometimes it's because your favorite weapon or character is just stupidly broken or overpowered. Sometimes though, it's because they're so terrible, so useless, so trash tier that you cannot help but obsess over them. So these are the top 10 trash, useless, low tier, absolute bottom of the ladder picks in esports.
At number 10 is the one true lord of Rainbow Six Siege, Tachanka.
Tachanka, that's definitely S tier. Fantastic utility with his machine. No, I'm just kidding. He's definitely D tier. Tachanka's garbage. I shouldn't have to explain this one for you.
Obviously, TSM's R6 coach, Torbjorn, was not very impressed with the operator, and for good reason. Before his recent rework, Tachanka was a sitting duck, stuck manning an imprecise, high recoil gun in a game centered around fast-paced movement and accurate headshots. And in pro play, it was hard to see picking Tachanka as anything other than a joke.
That's not real. That's.
Oh wow, he actually locked into Tachanka. Ladies and gentlemen, it's happened. We do have a Tachanka being played for the first round of this consulate map.
After his most recent rework though, stationary cannon fodder Tachanka is no more. The once trash tier operator might even be overpowered. Taking our number 9 spot, we have a character who is the face of his game and still manages to be low tier, Ryu. Now, before you start flaming us in the comments, I'd like to point out we're not talking about Ryu in general, but rather the Ryu in Street Fighter V.
We are here with some Street Fighter V Ryu gameplay. We're gonna play some low tier Ryu. Ooh, don't jump at me. But yeah, I mean, obviously you guys know Ryu is low tier in this game.
And Justin Wong wasn't the only person to hold that opinion about Ryu's place in Street Fighter V Season 4. He started as one of the best characters in the game, but nerf after nerf has made him almost worthless. Just listen to streamers Amkid and Mature TV explain why.
He's still not scary. You know, people are fighting Ryu, they're not like scared of Ryu, especially when he activates trigger. Like, how many of you guys really are scared when Ryu activates V-Trigger?
To make it like you're supposed to give him something different, yeah? Not the same thing, but in a different animation or a different fashion. Nah. No, you're supposed to give him something new, something that is actually useful.
Ryu might not be the worst character in the game right now, but his fall from grace is what earns him a spot on this list. Even Ryu devotees like Daigo haven't been able to bring themselves to play him for years.
もったいないかもしれない。上手い人は絶対選択肢の多いキャラが多いから、立ち回りでもなんで。ユウは立ち回りの選択肢がないから。
Coming in at number 8, we have Viper, a Valorant agent who just pales in comparison to her competition.
I'm gonna go ahead and put Viper down here because literally nobody touches her.
That was Tens expressing a pretty common opinion on Viper, and sure, there are times when she looks absolutely insane.
Nowhere to run!
Reloading, cutting their vision. Reloading. One down. One enemy remaining.
This guy was garage side.
There you
go, baby. 100% garage side.
But when you compare her to the rest of the agents in the game, she just seems lackluster. Her best abilities require fuel, which is just one more thing she has to worry about. And her ultimate, well, we'll let Hiko tell you more about that.
Her ult is just not good. Her ult most of the time is a liability. I feel like a lot of times it's you're actually putting yourself in a disadvantage using her ult instead of actually helpful ults.
Viper has been one of the worst agents in Valorant since day one, and even though she's received tons of buffs, she's still basically unplayable at a high level. Hopefully, one day the Toxic Avenger receives a rework that can make her relevant. And number 7 pick, Teemo, started off as League of Legends' adorable mascot. Unfortunately, these days, all he does is mess up my solo queue games, and I promise I'm not the only one who hates him. If people ever pick this character, it tends to be as a joke.
Teemo! There's the Teemo!
Oh, how's Teemo into Aatrox?
I mean, I imagine it's a hard stomp. I mean, in what universe does Teemo lose to anything? If really, I mean...
Look, Teemo probably isn't the worst champion on the current patch, and he's far from one of the least played champions in the game, but patch after patch, no one wants to see this little motherfucker on their team. He's been so bad on so many patches, he deserves a spot on this list.
Ah, he's adorable! Quiet!
Look at the first blood spin, knocks him out! Damn it!
Poison!
No! Quad! Barely lives on! No! It's a disaster! The Teemo has fallen.
He has limited utility, doesn't bring much to teamfights, and is basically worse than literally any other champion you could pick instead of him, at least according to streamer Scooch.
He's easily countered, offers almost nothing in teamfights, sucks at split pushing, and when you compare him to every other top laner in the game, he falls short.
Teemo got on so many players' shit lists, Riot put him in their pentakill video for the sole purpose of letting everyone enjoy seeing him get punted into the sun by Olaf. And, of course, there's also the laugh. At number 6, we have Little Mac, a Smash character who breaks all the rules of Smash in the worst way possible.
He's a character with essentially one benefit, being very strong and having super armor, and a billion flaws.
And Jokei's opinion isn't exactly unique. In competitive Smash, the most important moments happen off stage. Recovering, stopping your opponent's recovery, and guaranteeing a kill off stage are key to victory. Little Mac sucks at all of that.
And this is another character, keep in mind, that people like to say is the worst character in the game, but look at that amazing recovery. Kind of barely made it back, skin of his teeth.
But despite how frustrating maining Little Mac can be, there are always at least a few gluttons for punishment out there, and sometimes the payoff is actually worth the pain.
That's it! No! What? No! The up tilt from center!
The disrespectful shield and wait into up tilt punish?
Coming in at number 5 is Overwatch's Torbjorn, who once had the most laughably low skill abilities in the entire game. The only thing going for Torbjorn was his turret, but even that was seen as basically a joke for content creators like Ragtag to meme on.
Awesome. Here comes the pain.
So, how long do you want me to stand here anyway, man? Dude, are you even there?
The Scandinavian dwarf was an easy target to hit, struggled against long-range heroes, and when it came to pro play, calling him off-meta would have been an understatement.
The cheer you hear is because at the far top left of your screen, DeFran is picking one hero we have not seen in the Overwatch League. He's on the Torb, it's hammer time! This is it, it's happening!
After turning into a little bit of a meme, Torbjorn finally got the rework he so desperately needed, a movement speed bonus, some damage resistance, and a firing rate increase, and is actually better now. And thankfully, as Blizzard's lead developer Jeff Kaplan stated, they kept the important stuff intact.
We love the way he yells out Molten Core, so we're keeping that. Coming in at number 4 is Pichu, an adorable melee character with a truly tragic flaw. When dealing attack damage, this miniature Pikachu replica hurts himself, a pretty substantial obstacle for any player who's not trying to die immediately.
Pichu is a character that the game itself seemingly tried to make the worst character, which is kind of funny.
Leffen may find it funny, but most prolific players simply can't be bothered with a character of Pichu's minuscule competitive caliber.
Oh no! I feel like he gave up.
What?
My man's gave up.
No way. Yo, Wizzy's like, yo,
Wizzy hungry box grandma.
Wizzy's like, I'm mad you even disrespecting me like this.
Looking for a CSGO gun that will give you good damage, accuracy, and armor penetration? Then our third entry, the PP Bison, is not the gun for you.
It does 11 damage to the chest. 11. 10 bullets to kill somebody. The most similar weapon to this thing would probably be the Nerf Super Soaker.
And iNotorious isn't wrong. Devoid of basically all of the most essential components of a good CSGO weapon, the Bison's only redeeming feature is its enormous magazine capacity. You're pretty much only buying this gun when you're just looking to spray and pray a lot. Or respond to a dare on Twitter.
We see the Bison coming in from Wonder Child. I actually saw someone on Twitter or Reddit saying like, I dare you to buy a Bison during the semi-final. Well, random CSGO fan, you've had your wish fulfilled. Here we go, Bison on JW right now, mowing down there in middle, and here it comes! Takes them all down!
Number 2 on our list is Apex Legends' own resident meme gun, the Mozambique.
The Mozambique, after 5 minutes in the game, that's what I get. I can literally pull the pillows off my couch right now and find better loot.
Some of the weapon's highlights, until recently, included having virtually no ammo and doing very little damage either up close or at a distance, something Courage so aptly demonstrated on stream.
Me when I'm hitting my enemy with a Mozambique.
Even the game developers are in on the joke. For April Fool's Day, Respawn gave the players Golden Mozambique, a god tier weapon with 9 shots a magazine instead of the usual 3, a massive rate of fire, and a huge damage boost. If only for a day, Mozambique was king, and streamers were thrilled.
I got the gold Mozambique!
Oh, same!
I got the gold R301 as well!
Damn it. You know you want to give that R301 to me, Todd.
I'll trade it for a gold Mozambique.
Some claim Season 6 buffs have put an end to Mozambique's uselessness, making it a viable mid-range combat weapon, but no matter what, we will always have the memes. Rounding out our list at number 1 is the Fortnite gun everyone gets but no one actually wants, the Grey Pistol. The pistol is loud, so firing it reveals your location to everyone in the vicinity. Its damage and accuracy are non-existent at long range, and in close quarters, it's just not as good as a shotgun.
The Grey Pistol is just the worst because no one even uses it unless it's all they have.
As Top 5 Gaming points out, the pistol is basically what you go with when there is literally nothing else available, and it has been this way since the game's inception, according to the streamer The Smith Plays.
Now don't feel bad for the common pistol. It has grown accustomed to being at the lowest spots, as it's just really consistently been the worst gun in the game.
But it just so happens the pistol ended up on the top spot of this list. Small victories.
Alright guys, now that we have the trash out of the way, I'm going to ask you guys to subscribe. We are on the road to 2 million subscribers, and we would love it if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed to come and join us on that journey, so make sure you are subscribed. Thanks for watching. My name is Danny Burke, and I'll see you all in the next video. I'm not a Teemo apologist. I just think the meme is over. The joke's gone too far. He's not that bad, honestly. And I was looking at his pick rate the other day. There are so many popular champions that aren't played as much as him. So this whole meme that the community hates Teemo, it's just not true. It's not adding up at all. I'm sorry.